How would you describe the sonic evolution of Fevr? How do you pronounce the name?
Just like fever.
Fever. Ah, okay. I always say fair.
Yeah, no, it's spelled differently, but yeah, I just pronounce it fever. Yeah.
Fever. How would you describe the sonic evolution of Fever from its beginnings to your latest releases like Vacant and Move Me?
Um, I would say it started off just with me, so it was originally it was just me writing about a past experience of a toxic relationship and some mental health things. So it was just like an outlet for me then. And just sort of growing into it, I think I've just met cool people to write with, and I guess just experimenting with different gear and stuff has sort of like pushed me for better productions and just trying different sounds out. Working with like Vic Vapors has been fun because he sort of motivates me to go to my darker, heavier side, which is always fun. So for this album, it was a lot darker than my original stuff because usually I have more like post punk or guitar driven stuff. So I guess starting in the beginning, I used a lot more guitar and experimenting with different sounds to find a real cohesive sound. So I think for like from then to now, I sort of dialed in sort of like a heavier minimal synth type sound for the latest album. So it's been sort of fun.
The dark and melancholic atmosphere is a constant in your music. Where does that inspiration come from?
Um, a lot from The Cure, Depeche Mode, Trust. I just love anything that's like dancey and has like artistic lyrics. Like I remember listening to The Cure and it was like it wasn't cheesy or anything. It was like really deep lyrics about either love or breakups, and it just really resonated with me when my mom would play that. And I just love how it was like happy and dancey too, and it had like sad lyrics. Something about it was like real to me, so I just always sat in that like emotion, I guess. So that sort of motivated me on the post-punk side, but obviously like Depeche Mode or Netzer Ebb or any of like the industrial bands too, I really like. I don't know, I take a little bit of everything that I hear and I just sort of try to create my own thing. I want to see how many different ways I could write dance music.
And how has Los Angeles influenced your sound and your musical journey?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What was the last one?
How has Los Angeles scene influenced your sound and your musical journey?
Oh, the LA scene has been awesome, actually. Yeah, it's really special. There's so many cool artists and there's so many cool DJs. It's inspired me a lot, not only from the musician side, but the DJs. Like they'll play, some of the local artists' music, which, I remember getting one of my songs, Suffer, played in a club, and that sort of like built my self-esteem and like sort of showed me that like you don't have to be famous to be played in the clubs. You could like when you see people dancing to your music that you wrote, it's really like motivating. So it was cool to see the support, and I think that's a very special thing, especially with the artists. So there's so much talent out here as well. And yeah, it's just been really cool. So we've been working hard and actually started a record label to support a lot of the artists. So we're gonna start doing a vinyl compilation with 8 of the artists, and then hopefully plan some tours. So hopefully we could come out to you guys and come to Spain and do a do a lot more things this next year, so we're really excited.
I really hope so. I love your music.
Oh, thank you.
In the you collaborated with big vapors on tracks like Espera and Disney. How did those collaborations come about and what did they bring to your music?
Uh, Espero was funny because it was just like an idea that I had. I wrote a song. I did pretty much all the music on it, and it had this really heavy sound. And I told Vic Vapors, I was like, um, I just asked him if he could do a song in Spanish, and he literally said that it came to him right when he listened to it. That it was one of those songs that was just like magic, he heard it in his head, and then I think like the next day or two he recorded it and sent it back, the lyrics, and I was like blown away. I was like, this is so catchy and awesome. So it was just so cool to have him on it, especially mixing the cultures. And I'm actually Colombian, but I never learned Spanish because my dad wasn't around. But I've always enjoyed, the culture and the language and everything. So it's always really cool to collab with these special artists, and he's like a brother to me. So it was really cool to see what he could come up with, and yeah, I mean, he's taken off now too. So it's really cool to see his success. And yeah, it was a fun song. I know the scream was from Jenny Ortega, um, one of her movies. I forgot what horror movie it was, but I ended up sampling a scream out of her movie, and I ended up putting it in the song. So it ended up like perfect. It was really cool. It has a lot of emotion to it, and yeah, it seems like people really like it to dance to, and yeah, it was a fun collaboration.
And you also worked with the X-Rays, is the
Yeah,
name, on
yeah.
Forever, Damning Me. What attracts you to collaborating with other artists within the post-punk and cold wave themes?
Yeah, that was written by the X-Rays, and he just wanted me to sing on a song, and I sort of felt like a Sisters of Mercy type vibe, just like deeper tone, and it was a really good song. I think honestly, it's just we all really appreciate each other, and it's always a fun experience to write together. So I think that pushes us. Like, it never feels like work or anything, it's like if we get together, it's just having fun, putting down ideas, and just seeing what can happen. And it's cool because the collaboration also, helps others grow. So, if one artist has a little bit more followers, then it can help the smaller artists grow too. So it's always a good thing to work together. Like even when I worked with Male Tears, the singer James had worked with me on a couple songs, and I was so grateful because he was so talented too. He's one of those that I sent him the song, and he sent it back, and it just blew my mind. It sounded like something straight out of the '80s or something. I was like, wow, this is really good. And so, I mean, I think just having the pleasure of working with talented artists is like such a cool thing. But it's not a selfish thing. It's like one of those things that we all grow together, and that's the cool thing about collaborations. It's like we all get to like sort of show our different styles together, and sometimes that creates magic, because without someone else, sometimes you get sort of stuck sometimes. So it's always cool to see something outside of the box, or just to see what someone could bring to the table.
Explored music production, art direction, and photography. How do you integrate these facets into your work with Fevr?
Yeah, I just um after playing music, I started music when I was like 15. So like as I grew up, I sort of loved to put video to the music. So slowly I started learning how to do videos. And then I took graphic design classes. I went to the Art Institute and I took a photography class that taught me how to use a camera. And from there, I just fell in love with it because he told me there's no such thing as like a bad picture. And he just taught me very well that like art is art and anything that you think is beautiful, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. And that was really cool with me because I was like, that's true. It's almost like painting a canvas. Like there's no right or wrong, there's different styles, there's different things. Same with music. But once I incorporated a camera and took pictures and video, it was I fell in love there, and now I've been doing it 14 years. It's inspired like me to help other artists, which is really cool, and it's also helped me as an artist because I could direct my own music videos. I could produce and put together a team. Like we just did the Mel Demore video, which I directed, and then I had Endlessly Pictures help me shoot it, and then Goth Tio and Erica were awesome. They helped. It was just like such a cool team that came together. Everyone's super excited. To me, that energy is like so awesome, like just making art in general. So whether it's collabing on music or video, but yeah, I have a true passion for video and photo. And it's very cool to help artists just like, Vic Vapors, Deceits, Past Self, a lot of these artists I could help and it really takes them to the next level. Grizz, they get a lot of views on their video and me seeing that is like it's such a cool thing to be a part of because, you feel like a solid team and you just want to keep growing together. And I always felt like someone else's success is my success because we're all sort of like a solid team and it's not a selfish thing. It's a proud thing, which the old culture when I was growing up, it was more like a competition, and I never really liked that. Like, I want to be better than you. I want to be better. And I never liked that because I was always a nice guy. I was always like helping others. And I think the values in that just keeps going forward, even in my agency to help people with these videos and stuff, because it's like it's helping them branch out and for the world to see them in an artistic way. And it's just really cool to me. It's been a fun experience so far.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, but I'm a bit slowly.
No, you're fine.
How did your latest collaboration with Mel Lamore came about?
I pretty much had a song that I wrote. I did the basic drums, synth, and the bass, and it had like this crazy energy and really fast tempo. It's sort of different than my normal stuff. Um, but basically, it was like a more like a simple dance song, and I wanted to see what Dave would do with it, so I sent it to Meldemore, and I didn't think they'd really even do a collab, but they ended up saying, "Oh yeah, let's do it," and they sent it. They sent me what they did with the track, which Dave did these crazy drums and then Mel sang with her awesome voice, and then Dave had those crazy screams, and I was just like, wow, I was really blown away by what they did with it, because like me as Fevr, I don't think that way, and Dave comes from like a punk background where it's like, he's like a legend. He's been in Prayers, he's been in really big bands, and to work with the artists like this is just so cool that he's so humble still, he's just like such a nice guy, and they let me even perform with them, and it's just such a pleasure to be able to work with people like that, not have an ego and just make art. And so yeah, it was just so fun seeing what they did with it. And then yeah, I mean, it was a really fun collab, honestly.
Oh, I really like Prayers. It's one of my favorite bands.
Oh yeah, me too.
How do you see the evolution of dark wave and synth wave today?
Um, I just see I see the revolution of just, a large community and people are slowly learning about it, and it's so beautiful because it's like all this pain, all the things in real life bring people together, and to me that's so special. Doesn't matter what style you listened to before. There's a lot of people coming from house music, coming from metal, coming from whatever styles, and they're discovering this music as just real, and that's the beauty of it. It is real. It's emotional, and it's I don't know, it's just there's no I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just like one of those things that like I've had even fans or certain people come up to me and they're like, I feel that music. And that just reminds me all the way back from when I listened to The Cure. I felt that music, and that's the beauty of it. It's not like some of this cheesy pop, which I have no problem. I still love other styles and different things, but there's just something special that always resonated with me with the realness, of the lyrics of the tone. Like I love the dark tones of like synthesizers and big bass lines with big drums. It's just captivating for me, and I feel like it's come such a long way too. Like with this revolution, that's like it came from like before Depeche Mode, where it was like all analog, and now we're in a time and age where we got like Trust, which he also has like a modern sound. So there's a lot of modern synthesizers and now we have so many different electronics and cool things that we could use. So it's like it's just getting more and more broad that we could do cooler stuff live and different instruments. So it's really awesome.
Video for Dark Reflections has a very polished aesthetic. What was your inspiration for the directing that video?
Uh, that was a pretty dark song. That was sort of like, I guess the idea of that one was sort of like battling addictions with like, alcohol and stuff like that. Um, so it was basically like the idea of owning you're an addict, like I'm the problem to the way that I think, like it's admitting and being aware of the problems you have. So I think between that, I wanted to bring that same feeling of like drunkenness or being out of it or feeling in that dark place to the video. So like I just wanted to make it very abstract. So I sort of directed that one and we shot like some parts that were like, the slow shutter speed where it's blurry. It's almost like you've had too much drinks and you're you're walking. So it sort of captured that, and I had a lot of help from my friend Manny from Noble Savage Cinema. He helps me with a lot of the videos too. So he just sort of helped me bring together that vibe and style, and yeah, I think it fit well for the song in general because it was just like it's just one of those intense dark songs that's like when you're in the club and you have too much to drink and then all of a sudden you're like in your head walking around and whether you're going through a lot or whatever, um, just basically reflecting on the dark stuff you're going through and getting through it. So um, yeah, that was a fun and quick video. So it was pretty easy to do, but it was a cool concept. I feel.
It's wearing a hat.
What's that?
How did you get the idea of always wearing a hat?
It actually was not even a plan. Um, yeah, it was weird because I definitely never saw it happening. When I first started Fever, I just was really broken. Like I was going through at least, 2 years of a 8-year breakup. One of my family members died, and then I was just like writing music, and then I just remember for like one of my birthdays or something, I think my mom got me a hat, and yeah, like I got this brand called Other, and started wearing it for like my posts here and there, and then people just really liked it, so I just continued to wear it for like, I only had like 200 followers back then, or it was just mainly friends and not that many people, but I think what I liked about it was like the aesthetic, like when I could shoot like a cool music video, it just gave me more style rather than just I didn't have I used to have long hair, but I didn't have any hair. So I didn't feel like it was cool, It wasn't like I know I'm okay as a normal guy, but it's just funny because fashion can sometimes brand you, and I've always loved like Sisters of Mercy and stuff like that, with his trench coat, and then he has his hat, or even Contravoid, he has his hat, like cowboy hat and mask. So everyone has their thing. So I think I just wore it on accident, and people liked it, and I just started wearing it, and the more followers that I had, I started realizing I can't take it off now. Because yeah, because no one recognized me when I didn't have it on. So it was just so funny. It's like, oh man, I got stuck with it, and now I'm the hat man. So
But that's cool. Fashion is very important.
yeah.
You released a few new singles in 25. Is there any common thread or story behind them?
Sorry, can you say that one again? Sorry.
Yes. You released a few new singles in 2025. Is there a common thread or story behind them?
Like common theme, or what do you mean? Like
Yes, a common theme, yes.
uh yeah, I feel like all my songs have a similar vibe. Um it's the different variations. Like a lot of it is based on a large breakup, but also a lot of it is based on mental health. So it could be um you know I think for sure 2025 has had similar concepts, but all in all, it's just mainly about you know, going through hard times or different things that I could reflect on, because it was always like my therapy of healing. So it was, if I don't have someone to talk to, I could just put it into lyrics and reflect on that, and then it always helped me feel better when I would be writing. And then yeah, so it's been pretty similar, and it is cool because I feel like a lot of people can feel what I went through, so that's always been the cool thing too about being real, and not just making dark lyrics, or because some people just, not to judge anyone, because everyone has their own styles, but some people just write stuff that sounds cool, um, and sometimes that will just lack emotion. You always want to write from the heart, so I've always just tried to do that. So I think the songs that are similar in that way of they all come from like deep within me, from my experiences.
What challenges have you faced producing and releasing music in such a competitive market?
Um, the challenges is I'm not a front man. I'm not even a singer. I'm the guy in class that wanted to sit in the back. So The hard part for me was getting over anxieties, putting myself out there, getting more confident. When I first started, I did not like the camera. I did not play in front of a lot of people. I used to play in a band, but I would play guitar, so I would like sort of hide in the side. Um, so yeah, it was just the main thing was just like building my confidence. That way, um, I could just sort of um, do what I needed to do without having too many anxieties. Like I feel like before was the hardest because I thought I had to drink just to play. And that was hard because I would end up being sloppy or forgetting lyrics or just not giving my best performance. So the biggest part I've grown in is just like not drinking. So now, I'm sober and I just really try to focus on the music and give a good performance and also just, be productive because like you said with the networking, with putting out music videos, all the marketing, it's a lot of work and it's hard to mix the partying with that. So you gotta really look at it like in a professional way, and that's the hard part is you really like any other bands coming up if they need advice is to be consistent and really focus on the art, not so much like the rock star thing, like being cool and getting wasted, which we all go through that. But if you could get past that, there's a bigger light, and that light is connecting with fans, sharing stories with them, giving them advice. That's a lot for me. So yeah, it's been a challenge, but I feel like I've grown as a person a lot because now I realize I'm not alone in the darkness. I have so many friends all over the world. Like you and everyone around me are so beautiful, and you guys support and you guys share. And it's just like, I never saw that in my life. And now I'm 39, and it's crazy to know that that was there the whole time. So if I could help a younger kid know that they're not alone, then that's even better, because you're never alone. So I feel like that's the biggest growing factor is that I want to help people.
Congratulations on I know it's not easy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been really tough.
How has your creative process changed the years? Do you have any rituals or special habits when composing?
Um, I think I think that it's changed in a way that now I have a couple of friends that play with me, which is Chris. He plays bass and guitar. Also has his own project coming soon. It's called In Shadows. And then my other partner that plays keyboards and sings, Vic Vapors. I think coming from writing everything at first was a big change to how it is now. Um, some of the newer stuff I wrote by myself, but there's songs like if you could check it out, like Hurt Me. That one was written by all three of us, which was really cool because it was like one of those songs that just came really fast because I was like, dang, like I was so used to writing everything and to have people play parts and give their ideas was really cool because you know Vic Vapors played the keys, which is on it, and then Chris would do the bass, and then I would just focus on the singing and the guitar, and then it was like one of those magical moments. I was like, okay, like I don't know, it just made it a lot easier, and it also made a really cool sound because it's something I would have never thought about, or thought of. So it takes you outside that box, and it's like when you build that team, it's fun. I really enjoy it. I hope that we could do some more stuff collabing soon.
And do you have any ritual before going on a stage?
What was that?
Do you have any ritual before going on a stage?
Re I don't understand
Ritual.
the
Any ritual going on a stage?
reason.
Something
Re
special that you do before performing?
Oh, like are we gonna go out of states to perform? Sorry, I didn't
No.
understand. Sorry.
No, it's my accent. It's
No,
very
hey,
Spanish.
you're doing way better than me. I should be talking in Spanish. Um,
We can try if
so
you want.
oh, I'm gonna start learning what. One more time.
If you if you have any ritual ritual
Reeswell?
for going on a yes, before going on a stage.
I don't understand. Is there a different way you could word it, maybe? Sorry.
Ritual. Ritual is like some people rage, other people scream before going on a stage. I don't know, something like that
Oh,
to
like
prepare for the
oh,
show.
like so you mean to like the planning of it or sorry. Oh man, I'm killing it. Sorry.
I don't know how to explain it. It's practice more English.
Oh, it's okay.
It's when you are going to about to perform. Is there anything weird do?
Oh, sorry, you cut out. Anything weird? What? Sorry, it cut out one more time. Sorry. That
It's loud
wasn't you.
enough.
That wasn't you. That was the connection.
Yes, something weird that you do before going on a stage.
Oh, okay. Not really. I mean, vocal warm-ups are always weird, but I don't know. I just get nervous, sort of hop around a little bit to get my energy up. Um, I used to just take shots, but now I can't do that. But now I try to be a good boy and I just, yeah, I just drink water and try to get, I think the main thing is just to take deep breaths. So it's not so weird. It's just, it feels weird, but yeah, just getting mentally right. But yeah, nothing too weird. Just the vocal warm-ups. Those are the weirdest thing always.
And is there any artist you would like to with in the future?
Sorry, can you say that one more time? It cut out.
Is there any artist that you would like to collaborate with in the future?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I would love to collaborate with Trust or the main artist that would be my life goal would be The Cure, which I remember when I first started this project, I wrote Robert Smith and I told him I want to do a song. So I'm gonna manifest it and hopefully one day, yeah, hopefully one day I could do a collab with The Cure. That'd be my life dream.
Everything is possible.
Yeah.
And what message would you convey to those discovering fever for the first time?
What was that? What
What message would you like to give to people who discover fever? Fever? for the first time?
Um, I would just like to tell them if you listen to my music, it is dark, but it doesn't mean that I'm a dark person. Because there was a couple fans that listened and saw me with Vic Vapors, and we're at a show and we're just laughing, and they're like, "Wait, this is Fever?" Like she was all confused. So I just think it's funny. Like we're just a bunch of kids. We went through hard times. We still go through hard times, but we're always trying to be really positive. So I feel like if you know Fever, then you know that we support you. So any Fever people that listen to us, just know it's more than just the music. It's more community and love and support. And, you know, I'm always there for anyone. So if you connect with our music, then just know, we feel you too. And yeah, I will just continue to show my support to anyone